Happy Monday morning. It is October 26th. This week we only have school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so that is exciting. I'm just sitting here eating some powdered donuts and some strawberry milk I brought from Walmart yesterday because I knew it was going to be Monday and I needed a little pick-me-up. I did not go to McDonald's, so it is supposed to be crazy hair day, but that just seemed like a lot of work. Right now this morning I just have an IEP that I'm working on because we have a meeting tonight at 3 o'clock and that is exciting. We love a good IEP meeting. That means after the meeting, around 3:45 probably, it should be like a 45-minute one, I will spend like an hour doing absolutely nothing because that is traditionally what I do after IEP meetings is I do absolutely nothing. I'm honestly like in disbelief that this is a disposable because it looks so nice, but yeah, it's a disposable. A student just dropped by with birthday treats and I guess if it's all individually wrapped, it's okay. I mean, I don't know what the ethics of birthday treats are at your school, but I guess if it's individually wrapped, it works here. And well, I love a yum yum bar, and that's what we call these in Wisconsin, at least. It's chocolate and then caramel, and then it's like a cracker and chocolate, and it's just really good. It's Coke, and I need to go get a kid in like 2 minutes, so I'm just gonna scarf this down and then do some reading mastery. Whoa. Hello, lunchtime. The most annoying thing about lunch during COVID is you get the main choice and there's always just ketchup, and usually you have the choice of mustard and pickles, but now good old COVID, all you get is ketchup. Guess I have to start supplying my own condiments if I want to have mustard and pickles at lunch, and lettuce. Maybe I should just bring my own lettuce to school too, because that's a rarity in our book. So hamburger, mandarin oranges, fries, a whole lot of fries, again kind of soggy fries.
How many calories does an individual packet of Smarties have? 10, 100, 25, or 125?
Remember this morning when I was talking about how after IEPs I like to sit and do nothing? Well, it's after the IEP and I just looked at my email and we're going virtual. Basically, our county has 13 COVID deaths. There's 400 new positive cases. They're diverting from our hospitals to all their hospitals because our county doesn't have enough hospital space for people with COVID. And there's enough teachers that are out that have it, or their kids have it and they're quarantined, that they don't have enough subs left to teach anymore, and hot mess, which is just crazy considering that our school is fine. Like, besides our speech language pathologist that only comes on Tuesday, Thursday, she's the only one that is somewhat affected, and it's not even, she doesn't have it, her daughter has it. So today, Monday, tomorrow, Tuesday, pajama day, and then Wednesday, orange and black day. Wednesday will be our last day of in-person teaching, and then we're gonna have professional development, which was normally planned Thursday, Friday, and then also Monday, Tuesday to get ready for like remote learning. And then we'll start that November 4th and go until November 30th is when they hope to return back in person, which is just crazy. Because I look on Facebook and all the people that started remote learning in the beginning of the year are now coming back to in-person learning. And I mean, not to toot my own horn, but what they have set up is like they're doing carpet spaces, they're doing groups. They've got 4 kids at a circle table. It's crazy that we don't have any cases and we're still going back to virtual just because there's so many people in our district that have it. And they even put a caveat in saying, if you're uncomfortable with sending your students to school over the next 2 days, please do not send your children, because like, holy moly, it is here in Wisconsin is like COVID Disney World. I said it before, COVID Disney World. And now I'm just looking at all my curriculums. They haven't mentioned if we're teaching from home or from school, so like, having to cart, this is a week's worth of stuff home, but like we're gonna have 3 weeks of school. My apartment's not big enough for this. My apartment's not even big enough for my shoes and my clothes. I don't have enough room for all my curriculums. It makes me want to panic, even though there's no reason to panic. Like, this is my 4th year as a teacher and like I can do this. Our plan is to send all the work home and do it, but just like the logistics of dropping all of this off at kids' houses and having to set up all those Google Meets and get all this done is not something I'm looking forward to. So in spite of all this craziness that now we're going virtual, I'm gonna try to keep this week as normal as I had planned, except I'm gonna have the kids bring all their Chromebooks and I will set up their Google Meet time with the time that they normally meet with me, and then hopefully I can just walk them through exactly how they're supposed to get into the Google Meet. Some of the ones that have done Kahoot with me in the past, they know how to do it, but last year K1 and 2 all had iPads, so they're not as familiar as navigating the Chromebook to get into a Google Meet because they haven't had to use a Google Meet yet. So I'm gonna make sure that they know how to do that and that their times are all set, and then hopefully when everybody else starts working on their virtual learning schedules, that they are cognizant of that I already have my schedule made and these kids are at this time with me, and to please schedule around that, because that would be very nice of you. Honestly, I'm just gonna go home because I don't want to like mentally think about this. I'll just do all this tomorrow. My principal sent us an email though, and it sounds like we'll be able to teach from school, so that's really nice. I don't have to deal with carting all my stuff home. I just have to deal with getting all the materials to the kids, so I'm sure I won't have it all done and ready by Wednesday. Some of the kids that use like LOI or like other various printed copies, I mean, I would hope that I could give them 15 days of curriculum. It'll just take some time to pull it all together and make that copies, because usually I make it a week at a time. So putting it all together by Wednesday to send it home with them is not probable. So I'll be driving and dropping it off at their house most likely, which is fine. I would rather do that than kill myself Tuesday night so that they can take it up on Wednesday. I feel bad for the regular ed teachers though. Like I looked in our group chat and one of them was like, I'm quitting, I can't do this. Because they really don't have a plan. I mean, we've had our like 30-day plans planned out in case we did go virtual, but like our school, we were hoping we could avoid that. So it says that you teach this math lesson online. Okay, we're doing this science lesson. Okay, we can teach this science lesson online, but like saying you're gonna teach it online and actually doing the teaching online is quite different. I think the hardest thing will be for me is getting those students to come online and look at me through the computer, and that's what I already experienced with some of my virtual students. Like, hello, I'm here. Where are you going? No, you don't need to go to the bathroom. Come back here. Or they like pick up their cat and they're playing with their cat. I'm like, hello, we are doing math here. Focus on me, please. Because it is an interesting world being in-person teaching in the morning and then virtual teaching in the afternoon. And now I'm gonna be virtual teaching my normal curriculums, like connecting math concepts, through the computer at my scheduled times with my students. And if they don't show up, I can't just go down the hallway and be like, hey, hello, it's your time with me, you forgot. If they don't show up, they don't show up. So I'll be trying to carry on all the curriculums and stuff that I'm doing with kids right now, but then I'm still going to be teaching those virtual kids through Pathways. My principal tried to get me pulled off of that so I could like be a normal SPED teacher again, but that's not happening. So I still have all these random kids from other schools that I'm still teaching, and then I'm still gonna be expected to teach my 13 kids that I have in person. And well, if it all works out, it's going to be a miracle. My paras will be here and they'll be helping too. So like classes that they normally teach or instruct in, like they'll be doing at that time too. We talk about so much about like the regression of COVID, and none of my kids had that regression except for maybe my first graders, but it's hard to say that they had any regression because this time last year they didn't know any numbers or letter sounds, and now we know letters and we know numbers and we're like counting. So like maybe they had regression from like my personal observational views, but like data wise they don't have any. Like even though the plan is to be back by November 30th, like that's after Thanksgiving, I feel like that's not going to happen because people are going to be at their family gatherings and they're still going to be out at the bars because this is Wisconsin and people just, they need to go to the bar. They just can't seem to live without their alcohol. And I understand, you know, a little wine here and there, but like every weekend, come on guys, just stay home so we can stay in person in school. I hope you've enjoyed my little TED talk. My group chat is exploding right now with all of the teachers from here and then all my virtual SPED teaching friends. One of my SPED teacher mentors from another school actually has it, and so she's out, but then now a couple of her paras are out, so some of her kids are out, and like that's the big concern is some schools in our district went from one person having it to 7 to 15 like in the span of a week, and I think that's what they're worried about, especially if it's here. If we go from one person to 7 to 15, that's the entire adult staff here. But at least I had a nice matching outfit, right? That's like my favorite thing about holiday shirts. Like I bought this for like $3 because after Halloween nobody wants it but me, because I like to collect my holiday clothing. So I can be a festive person just all week long on those festive holidays, or if it's winter solstice, just a month long of winter solstice celebration. Everyone in my school at least celebrates Christmas, so we can get a little Christmassy here compared to other schools, a more diverse population. So I'm actually just gonna end this video right here and make this one solid video, and then have tomorrow and Wednesday be me like panicking and throwing together materials and trying to show you what I'm sending home with all my virtual students, but like honestly probably won't get it all done, but it'd be nice to have it done by Friday. I guess that's the plan. I'm gonna go home and eat some dinner, not go to the gym. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.